If it's too long, I can memorize it. If you give me mula, I go put on for my color. If I give you sugar, baby, now I holla follow. Put on for speaker, me there and for a guru. Loving up me down like undo. Mr. Lover, lover, oh, yeah, kaluba, lover, shebe. Man, do me, need you, baby. Spend your milli, milli on me, you. Mr. Lover, lover, Mr. Baby, yeah, kaluba, lover, shebe. Man, do me, need you, baby. Spend your milli, milli on me, you. Be looking for you all my life. I think about you all the time. Don't nobody think our love will stand the test of time. Oh, baby, baby, you're the love. So my love will not be put up or shame. You can let my love out. Can't look by it, darling. Mr. Lover, lover, lover. Just can't look by it, well. My lumi need you be rara. Spend your milli, milli on me. Oh, Mr. Baby, Mr. Love. Oh, yeah, on me.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Can you see me? Can you see me now?
More music on trendybeats.com.
I said, baby, don't go. If you leave me, Morocco. I no plan to go solo. Lo, 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 lo. Now you be my mojo. I carry your logo. Me not give you zobo. Oh, let me like that. I could do you like this. But you know like I go minimize it. If it's too big, baby, let me dice it. If you're too loud, baby, let me hide it. If you give me mula, I go put on for my cologne. If I give you sugar, baby, now.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good morning and welcome to another fantastic edition of Sport Brief on Power 365 FM. We are your #1 online radio in the city of Ibadan. And I stand to tell you, we are the best among the rest as far as Southwest region is concerned. This is the studio of Power 365 FM. You know what we do here? Once it is exactly 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Of course, Sport Brief will be live in the studio of Power 365 FM. And Miracle Sports will be in the studio this morning to deploy to your hearing everything that has to do with sports and activities. Are you ready for that? Just sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the gospel of sport together as Miracle Sports in the studio of Power 365 FM as it will be preaching to your hearing in that particular order. And also don't forget, You can watch us live presently on Facebook. We are available at Power 365 FM. Just click your search icon and press Power 365 FM. Then you will see how things has been done in the studio of Power 365 FM. And also don't forget, we are live presently also on YouTube at Power 365 FM. Come watch and see how things has been done in the studio of Power 365 FM. Alright, my name is Mendese Miami Bidakpo Miracle Oluwadamilola. Alright, let's quickly start. You know how we do that. Don't forget, as far as Nigerian Professional Football League is upon us, we have quite a number of games that will be starting later on today. And also, games will be happening later on tomorrow also. Is that where I'm starting from this morning? Of course, you know me to be a local man. Of course, I'll be embracing and starting with the local news stories that I have on my table this morning. Let me quickly run through the headlines I have with me here this morning. As far as Egbegini is concerned, of course, first career hat-trick. Actually, trees are in that particular order. That's talking about the Super Falcons player. Moving away from that particular one, where as I go to plundered for Murphy, that's Terry Murphy. A striker, it is 50 League One goal in that particular order. And also don't forget, talking about the likes of Eguma, actually Ice Confederation Cup final after USM Slim lead in that particular first-legged tier as far as two-legged match is concerned in that particular order. So moving away from that, talking about the Nigerian were up to fight on to fight on Fury Usyk undercard in that particular order. And also don't forget the long-awaited Bayana clash when they were going up against Super Falcons of Nigeria. That particular one, Bayana, they have been able to prepare for all-style Abuja fans in that particular order also. So let's move away from that. Don't forget, talking about the likes of Bright Osayi. Yes, that particular pitch invasion that brings about Bright Osayi, bro. That particular one also. I have news stories for you on that particular news story. Alright, moving away from that and also talking about NTF boss calls for new athletes, laments late planning in that particular order also. Alright, let's move away from that and talking about international stories that I have for you this lovely and beautiful morning. Of course, I have a lot of international stories for you and also transfer stories also upon us to check on this morning. And also, we'll be taking a look at how federal government 12 billion naira intervention actually fund NFF rise to 17 billion. That's coming from the Minister of Sports. You know who that man is? Of course, I'm talking about Eno Owan John in that particular order. So when I get to that, I'll make you understand. The time is 5 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Still reporting live in the studio of Power 365 FM, and the program that is live presently, it is Sport Brief. Like I said earlier on, what you need to do for me, just go straight up to Facebook and click your search icon. Yes, search for Sport Brief. Search for Power 365 FM, I beg your pardon. And once you search for that, you will see Power 365 FM. And you see how things has been done in the studio of Power 365 FM. And you have to share this program with friends and family. Don't forget also, we are live on YouTube presently. We're live on social media, all your social media handle. On Instagram, we are live. On TikTok, we are live presently. But I just keep spreading the gospel of sports as Miracle Sports. We'll be here for a good 30 minutes to deploy to your hearing everything that has to do with sporting activities. Alright then, my time is running on the show. Let's get to official duty and let's do what we need to do this lovely and beautiful morning. Where do I start with? Let's talk about money. You know, today is Tuesday. Alright, let's talk about money this morning. That's talking about how federal government 12 billion naira intervention fund to NFF actually rise to 17 billion naira. That's huge amount of money from the stable of Minister of Sport Development. That's talking about Senator John Owen Arnold actually said that a $1,300,000 US approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the Nigerian Football Federation NFF in January has added more value between January and April is a falling rise in exchange rate of dollar to naira in January, when federal government actually approved the sum of $1.3 million for the Nigerian Football Federation, and now the money has increased from the initial 12 billion rather to 17 billion naira. That's huge amount of increase. Recall that that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has actually approved $1.300,000. That's $1.3 million with few days to the commencement rather of the 2023 African Nation Cup. That's far as that particular concluded one that was actually that took place in Cote d'Ivoire is concerned. And as I don't forget, the sum actually meant to clear outstanding payments the federal government actually owed the Super Eagles and Nigerians other national league rather. According to the statement, the money is expected to clear the senior national team coach salary running up to 15 months, payment of allowances and promises due to the senior national team female and under 20 national team also in that particular order. Even though the delay in disbursement of the money to the NFF has led to the total sum when converted to naira in January rose from 12 billion naira to 17 billion naira, following rising exchange rate in that particular order. And then to leave that story and go to other stories that I have for you this beautiful and lovely morning. Back to back, I'm giving to you, where do we go to now? Let's talk about what? Let's talk about this as far as speech invasion is concerned regarding Osayi Samuel face lengthy ban if something actually happens. Talking about the Nigerian international Bright Osayi actually risk a ban if found guilty following a bust up with transporters, man. Don't forget, the Turkish Football Federation announced on Monday that the defender has been listed among the 3 players who will appear at a disciplinarian hearing of the TFF in the wake of the pitch invasion. And as I don't forget, which actually happened during a league game involving Transponsor and Fenerbahce on March 17 this particular year. And also don't forget, the attack actually took place after the Fenerbahce's player and the coaching staff celebrated their victory with the visitors goalkeeper, that's talking about Dominik Livakovic, being punched in the face by fans of Transponsor, according to the disciplinary committee of the Turkish players who were involved in the fight would actually be banned for 3 to 5 matches. Oh my God, that's discipline over there. And also don't forget, due to the Osayi Samuel fight in the Super League match, he was actually imprudently referred in accordance with the Article 45 of the Football Disciplinary Restriction. Players found guilty be punished and banned for 3 matches or 5 matches. The statement actually read in part in the particular order. And also don't forget, Samuel Osayi, 26-year-old, was actually captured in a viral video punching one of the supporters who wore a mask and ran onto the pitch while Dutch defender, that's talking about Jaden Osterwolde, actually was accused of kicking the same fan after tempers fled when supporters of Transponsor ran onto the pitch attacking players of Fenerbahce following their team loss in that particular order. Oh my God, my time is running, but now it is what it is. If Bright Osayi has been found guilty, I stand to tell you that Bright Osayi might be facing 3 to 5 match ban as far as that particular disciplinary committee is concerned. Let's see how things pan around. I stand to tell you, Miracle Sports, I will definitely keep you posted on this particular matter. Alright then, the time is 10 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time. And the program that is live presently, it is Sport Brief on Power 365 FM. Okay, my God, my time is running. Let's move away from that. Where else do I go to? Let's talk about boxing. Talking about Nigerian Wahab to fight on Fury, a Usyk undercard. Of course, WBO African champion, that's talking about Oluwaseun Wahab, is set to feature on the undercard of the Ring of Fire Fight Night, where WBC champion, that's talking about Tyson Fury, and also on unified heavyweight champ Alexander Usyk, we actually made for that undisputed bout that's come May 18 in Saudi Arabia. And also don't forget, we actually battled the unbeaten British boxer, that's talking about Mark Chamberlain, in a 10-round lightweight clash at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh in that particular bout. And also the Nigerian boxer holds an impressive record of 23 wins and one loss with 16 of his victories coming via knockout, while the Brit actually hold an undefeated record of 15 victories and 11 KOs, and it promises to be an entertaining clash between the two bosses in that particular order. And also don't forget, undefeated in Africa, where he has fought in Nigeria and Ghana. His only career loss came when he made his UK debut against Liam Dillon at York Hall. And don't forget, Batner Green in London in that particular order also perhaps suffered the majority decision loss in the fight. He has since made up for it with an 11th round technical knockout with an 11th round technical knockout win over Sikiru Shogbeson to actually defend his title in the main event of the Rumble in Las Gidi event in the year 2023. Alright, I need to leave that. My time is running on the show. Alright, where else do I go to? Let's talk about other stories on my table as far as local stories concerned. Like I said earlier on, the Nigerian Professional Football League is upon us to check on. Match day 28 is here. You want to know? Of course, I'll make you understand that Gombe United will be welcoming Remo Star later on today, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. That game will be kickstarting today. And also tomorrow, a lot of games will be happening. Don't worry, we'll catch up tomorrow on this particular program show when I will make you understand the list of games of Nigerian Professional Football League that will be happening later on tomorrow. But for today, Gombe and Remo Star is actually scheduled to take place today. Alright, let's leave that and go to other stories that I have for you this lovely and beautiful morning. Alright, then let's talk about this beautiful lady as far as the Super Falcons of Nigeria is concerned. I'm talking about Shegine in that particular order. And don't forget, Super Falcons star that's talking about Jennifer Shegine is actually excited after scoring a hat-trick in the first of her professional career in Juventus 4-0 victory over Fiorentina in the Serie A Femminile TIM in that particular order. Don't forget, talking about the 23-year-old Stella performance at the Studio Comunale Victoria Pozzo La Momora in Biella propelled Juventus to their first victory since a 4-1 triumph over Napoli. That's on February 18th. This particular year, Echegene actually who joined the black and white from Florida State Semolanos in January, actually now scored 8 goals in as many games for the Serie A giant, making her the league's second top scorer, just a goal behind the 33-year-old Cristiana Grielli in that particular order, reflecting on her performance that saw them ex Fiorentina, the same side that actually knocked Biancore out of the Coppa Italian Women's 3 weeks ago. Don't forget, the Super Falcons midfielder hope to continue with a fine form in that particular order. My time is running. I need to leave that particular news story. Where else do I go to? Alright then. Don't forget, golf is also upon us to look at, and a whole lot of stories is here for me this morning to turn to your earring in that particular order. Just sit back, relax. Let's quickly go on a short break. So while we are back from this short commercial break, I stand to tell you, in the studio of Power365 FM, Sport Brief continues. Please don't touch the dial. We are the best among the rest. We are your number one online radio in the city of Ibadan. Alright then, I will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
This is Power365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. The program that is on presently, it is still Sport Brief on Power 365 FM. We are your number one online radio in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria as a whole, and across the globe in that particular order. Alright, then let's move away from that and go to other international stories that I have for you this lovely and beautiful morning. The time is 16 minutes away from 9 a.m. Now it is 17 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Still Miracle Sport, still reporting live in the studio of Power 365 FM. Alright then, let's talk about international story. As far as English Premier League is concerned, of course, advantage Liverpool, but they are not my league favourites. This is coming from who? This is coming from Alan Shearer in that particular order. Of course, at the moment, it is an advantage for Liverpool, and Arsenal are not going away. But with 9 games to go, I still see Manchester City as a favourite for the Premier League title. That feeling is not actually really based on how City are playing right now. Though Pep Guardiola side are on a long unbeaten run, stretching back 23 games in all competitions, but they have not hit top form, and a few of the performances in that spell have not quite been at the level we have come to expect in that particular order. But they cannot afford to drop 20 successful games, so it is another huge night for them against the last team to beat them on the 6th of December in that particular order. And also don't forget, they were my pick to win the league when it started, and I am certainly not going to change my mind now. That's coming from who? That's coming from Alan Shearer. And this is coming from also someone saying, as far as the league title race is concerned, talking about English Premier League, is that Arsenal will be there until the end. Of course, Arsenal display on Sunday was very, very different to what happened the 11 months ago. Of course, when City battered them 4-1 on their way to winning the league in that particular order. The performance actually show again how they have progressed, and the work they have done in the transfer window has definitely helped, because of Declan Rice has undoubtedly made a huge difference in midfielder in that particular order also. Okay, then let's move away from that. Where else do I go to? Let's talk about other related stories on my table this lovely and beautiful morning. Let's quickly go to golf. I have golf related story for you this lovely and beautiful morning. Talking about Koda. Koda actually claims third successful LPGA Tour title in that particular order. That's talking about the world number one Nelly Koda. Actually, it's a ball game free 7 under par 65 to actually claim a third LPGA Tour victory on the trot in Arizona in that particular order. And also don't forget, still talking about golf, talking about the likes of Geiger actually hold off Shelfer to win first PGA Tour title in that particular order also. And 2 days ago, talking about the likes of Shelfer, record breaking streak and in where that is in Austin in that particular order. My time is running, and I need to do what I need to do and leave the studio of Power 365 FM. Okay, let's go to table tennis, and let's talk about tennis-related stories that I have for you this lovely and beautiful morning. Alright, and talking about who? That's talking about the third-time lucky for who? For Sina. Of course, Sina in Miami Open final. That's talking about the likes of Italy. Jannik Sinner actually beat Bulgarian Grigor Dimitrov 6-3, 6-1 to win the Miami Open men's title. Congratulations to Jannik Sinner as he is able to win that particular Miami title. And don't forget also, 2 days ago, Collins actually beat Rybakina in where that is in Miami Open final in that particular order also. So that makes Sinner trashes Medvedev to reach the Miami Open final. But now as it is, Jannik Sinner has been able to beat the Bulgarian Grigor Dimitrov 6-3, 6-1 to win the Miami Open men's title in that particular order. The time is running. The time is 20 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Right then, where else do we go to now? Before we go to talk about boxing stories, other one that I have for you as far as the international level is concerned, let's quickly talk about this. Talking about the likes of Watley and Clark, context bruising draw and we're in London. Don't forget, yesterday I make you understand that this particular bout will be happening. That's yesterday, and it has happened. And now this is the result. It's talking about the likes of the British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion Fabio Watley and the challenger Fraser Clark in that particular order. Contested a thrilling and bruising split decision draw in London. Talking about the light of Wadley actually floored Clark with a flurry of punches in the fifth, but was actually blooded for the majority of that particular contest in that particular order. And let's don't forget, Clark to enjoy success in a back and forth encounter in front of 13,000 feverish fans at the O2 Arena in that particular order. The judge scored the fight 114-113 to Watley, and the other judge actually scored the fight 115-112 to Clark, with a third unable to split them at 113-113. Both fighters retained their unbeaten record, and Clark is actually pushing for a rematch in the hope of coming to a more conclusive result in that particular order. It's coming from him. He said, I won the title, I want to be champion. Clark actually took Sky Sports in that particular report. And don't forget, he said, I will be back with a vengeance. I promise you now, I would love the rematch. I would love to fight Fabio again and again. That's coming from who? That's coming from the British heavyweight champion in that particular order. Alright, then I need to leave that and go to other stories that I have for you this lovely and beautiful morning. Don't forget, a lot of games went down yesterday, and also quite a number of games will be happening later on today as far as English Premier League is concerned. Yesterday also, La Liga Santander game actually happened yesterday also, and also other leagues as far as Europe is concerned, but I'm not going there yet. I will definitely go there. My time is running. Let's go to other news stories that I have for you as far as transfer story is concerned. Alright, then before I pick that particular one, let's talk about Terry Murphy. What's going on with this particular Nigerian-born striker? Talking about plundered for Murphy, a striker hit 50th League One goal in that particular order. OG striker Terry Murphy is on his way to creating another Nigerian milestone in the French League after reaching the landmark 50 goals in the 2-1 loss at home. That's against Nantes on Sunday. And don't forget also, Murphy actually scored a penalty to restore parity for Nice after Mathis Alblain actually has given Nantes a first half lead, but the visitors struck the winner in less than 5 minutes from the spot through Egypt's Mustafa Muhammad in that particular order for an important victory as far as that is concerned. Don't forget, his 50 strike in 126 games now puts him third among the Nigerian highest goal scorer in the history of the French League. On top flight, former Super Eagles winger, that's talking about John Utaka, leads with 59 goals in 239 games, while former former Eagles striker, that's talking about Victor Ekpeba, is second with 55 goals in 170 games. With just 9 goals behind Utaka in one time, Murphy can become the all-time Nigerian highest goal scorer as far as French League One is concerned, and has played in lesser number of games than Utaka and Ekpeba in that particular order. Congratulations to Terry Murphy as he's reaching up to claiming that particular milestone as far as that is concerned. Alright then, my time is running. Let's go to games that went down yesterday, and also let's talk about games that will be going on later on today. I hope you are sharing the programs with friends and family. Just keep sharing. This is Sport Brief on Power365 FM. We are your number one online radio in the city of Ibadan, and across the globe we are the best among the rest. Yesterday something happened as far as Bologna is concerned. They trashed out Salernitana by 3-0, and also Sassuolo and Udinese, they were unable to separate themselves yesterday because that game ended 1-1 yesterday. And also Cagliari and Verona, the game ended 1-1 also. Likes of Leeds and Roma, it ended goalless draw yesterday also. And Inter Milan continued their winning streak as they defeat Empoli by 2-0 in that particular order. And also talking about La Liga Santander, likes of Villarreal, they suffered defeat at home yesterday by 2-1. Atletico Madrid defeated them in that particular encounter. Don't forget also, Leicester City has been able to rescue themselves of and also have been able to keep their promotion to the English Premier League up alive when they were able to get their winning yesterday in that particular order. Don't forget, yesterday Leicester City, they were able to win their game as far as that is concerned. Let's move away from that. Like I said earlier on, later on today, some games will be happening as far as the English Premier League is concerned. The most competitive league as far as the European League is concerned in that particular order. Alright then, of course, Nottingham Forest rather, at exactly 30 minutes away from 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Nottingham Forest will be welcoming Fulham in that particular order. And also don't forget, talking about likes of Newcastle United at exactly 30 minutes away from 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Newcastle United will win up against Everton. And also 15 minutes away from 8 p.m. Nigerian time, it will be Bournemouth weighing up against Crystal Palace, and also 15 minutes away from 8 p.m. rather, it will be Burnley weighing up against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and exactly 15 minutes away from 8 p.m. Nigerian time, it will be West Ham United. They will be taking on Tottenham Hotspur in that particular order. It will be a cracker as far as that is concerned. It will be a very tight game. What are you expecting? Okay, then I want to give gift to all our fans out there. I want to do giveaway to all our fans out there. What you need to do is the game that will be happening between West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur. Don't forget, it's a London derby in that particular order. So go to the comment section and make your prediction known. And if you're able to get that correctly, then you'll be winning yourself a jersey in that particular order. Just predict the game that'll be happening between West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur as far as London derby is concerned in that particular order. My boss is in the studio and I need to leave I need to leave the studio right here, right now, because my time is even running off. The time is 27 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Like I said earlier on, don't forget, that particular game will be happening 15 minutes away from 8 a.m. Nigerian time. Alright then, Miracle Sport is also signing out of the studio of Power 365 FM this lovely and beautiful morning. Don't forget also, you can actually you can do us a favor by sharing the programs with friends and family. And I stand to tell you, if you want to be part of those people that will be winning a jersey on the program this lovely and beautiful morning, as far as tomorrow's edition is concerned, then you have to share the program as many as you can. Keep sharing. Let's spread the gospel of sports. My name remains the same. Ayami Bidapo Miracle Oluwadamilola. Like I do say, please stay out of trouble and make sure you share the programs with friends and family. For now, I am dashing out of the studio of Power 365 FM. We are the best among the rest. Your number one online radio. For now, I dash out of the studio.